If you're just tuning in, welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your evening.
Check this out, and hey, don't stop tonight. There's a whole nother day of
A whole nother day, which culminates with a performance by Power Glove at the end of the night. I mean, Nerf Herd is going to be here tomorrow. It's insane.
Green Jelly.
Green Jelly. It's a whole nother day of awesome.
And if you're just tuning in, man, it's been a trip. And we're going to have all of it archived online on our YouTube channel. So we got the Protomen. I ruined all the. Forget what I said. Forget what I said.
Ignore the man behind the camera.
So Nerdy Show is a podcast network, and we're in cahoots with Nerdapalooza. We're very incestuous and friendly. And oh my God, what's going on?
Hey guys, hey,
Hey,
how
Murphy.
you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Hey man, what are you doing?
We're talking to you, man.
You are talking to me.
You apparently had an amazing show this evening.
It was pretty good.
I was
I had a good time.
Pretty
I had a
good.
great
It was
time.
pretty good.
I
No,
was
it
in
was
the mosh
really.
pit.
It's actually, and maybe the best Nerdapalooza show we've done.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, other than doing like 2 days, I mean,
Sure.
you can't really beat that. But for one day, it was definitely the best one we've done.
Yeah.
So I had fun. You had fun.
I did. I had a good time.
Cool.
What's going on
Great.
up here? There's
Look.
watch out.
So this is Murphy of the Protomen. That was Commander of the Protomen.
Yes.
And you guys performed earlier tonight. If you missed that, like I said, you can check it out on the YouTube stream later on.
It crashed when we played, right?
It did, but
You know what?
it's recorded.
But it's
That
recorded, and
happens-
It's gonna go up on the YouTube.
We've only had X amount of recordings ever of us playing live streams,
we're
and
gonna- I
80% crash.
I think that
I think we know why.
I think I'm
Yeah.
about to give birth once again. Oh, I think I'm having triplets.
I don't know what it is.
Wow. He has so much hair.
Oh, he already grew hair. That's
Wow,
really
that's
odd.
Twinsies.
We got a whole pack of
That was a
Protomen.
reveal. That was what we in the business call a reveal. How do you do?
We do so well,
Man.
Panther. We do so well.
It's good to see you.
All right, we got a whole bunch of Protomen in here. We only got one mic, so we're going to have to pass this thing around. Jolly like. Commander's sporting a piece of artwork done for a recent episode we did where we talked to these guys about Mega Man and about your forthcoming appearance on the Capcom mixtape or compilation album. Tell us about the 3 tracks you guys have on there.
They're pretty good tracks.
Well, I can assume that. How about a little bit more?
There's 3 of them, and they have songs attached to them. They sound like music.
Tracks sound like music. That's what we do best.
All 3 of them are not tracks, versions of tracks that you can get on a Protomen record. That's the important part.
The important part, you can only get it on this record, and one of them is a fancily 2013 mixed version of Will of One, and one of them, which you couldn't get that anywhere else, nowhere else, and one of them is a fancy, somewhat new mix of Breaking Out that you could only get on a cassette tape. Heretofore, and they are now sold out as shit. So what we're dealing with here is 2 tracks that are completely,
It's all new.
what's the word for it?
Fancified is the word.
And impossible to find anywhere else. And then we're releasing a brand new track that we wrote specifically for the project and recorded it
Perform tonight.
and performed tonight, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think so.
It's called Built to Last.
Yeah, I agree.
So we got us folks here. We have some history together. We've done some crazy things together. We've had some really good times. We've been to the beach. We cooked some disgusting food, and we've talked on the phone quite a few times. Had some adventures. What is you guys' favorite Nerdy Show adventure? We'll start.
So, wait.
I liked the beach because it was really fun, and we like water. And Commander, he really likes water.
I'm a man of the sea.
You could say he's a seaman.
I am a seaman.
Yeah, and the food thing made me want to vomit, so the beach. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm going with that because I am a man of the sea, men.
I will say the beach, and here's why. It's the first time I ever saw Mike Pandel's penis. It was not on purpose.
First time?
He just, somehow I missed it other times, but he just changed pants in front of everybody.
Didn't
Wait, no, you're right. The silver ding dong thing.
the littlest Proto Man?
The littlest Protomen. That was like the day before.
Yeah.
So maybe just that weekend was the first time I experienced his penis. Huh.
Someday you'll see a video of one of our dearly departed members of the show painting his penis silver. Not today, another time, but there's a video out there. So
I liked the beach. No, that's not true. There was one night that just got trash drunk at a comic shop and had some crazy interview in the back room of that. And you guys were like gung-ho on this just awful, awful comic.
Garth Ennis crossed.
It was the most disturbing thing I've ever experienced in a comic.
I'm not a fan of it, actually. It's too much for me.
It was too much for me as well.
I'm going to tell you the worst, since you got on that thing. The worst, I don't know if it was actually, I'm eating beef jerky, by the way. And it's quite good. It's ghost pepper beef jerky. Oh, it's so good. But anyway, the worst was at the comic shop, and we decided it'd be a good idea for me to arm wrestle for tickets
Oh, that's true.
to our show that night. And sup, girl? And it was actually, I don't know, like 40 people lined up, because we thought it was like, surely it's gonna be like 10 people, and
Everyone wanted to arm wrestle him. Everyone wanted to arm wrestle him.
I'll probably beat them and don't really have to worry about it too much. 40 people lined up, and at first all the tough dudes got up at the front of the line. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna take him out quick, and I crushed them real hard, made them look real dumb.
As I recall, you weren't using your good arm.
Yeah, I was using my right arm, and I'm left-handed. So they all, at that point, all the other strong dudes were like, wait a second, I'm going to go to the back of the line. And so they all rearranged, and I just saw it happen, and I'm like, God. And so I went through about at least 35 people of just boom, next, boom, next, boom, next. Oh, my God, my arm is about to break off. I am dying. Needless to say, the last, like, 3 dudes, I just was like, just do it. Somebody's got to win. But then it was like, now you have to beat me left-handed.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to happen. Either way, what I'm trying to say is, for the next 2 weeks of tour, everybody else had to load my gear because I couldn't move my arm from this position. There's a camera over there, and they can see it. I had to walk around like this.
You're just really intense.
He cried a lot.
It was horrible.
That was the night I almost beat him. I was smart. I went to the back of the line. Yeah.
The worst decision ever.
Didn't we had a females arm wrestle gambler?
Yeah.
I won. I let this girl win eventually, but I mean, I'm pretty strong because he's my trainer. So, I mean, look at these guns.
Look at my guns.
You got license?
I have no license.
All right, he's unlicensed, so.
If you're watching this, don't get any ideas because my right arm is retired.
He's done. He's got permanent scars.
Unless you're left-handed, I am not arm wrestling you. Unless you want to be embarrassed. If you want to be embarrassed, you can arm wrestle me left-handed if you're right-handed, whatever. But I'm not arm wrestling right-handed.
Say, for example, someone came to you and said, Commander, I want to film a sequel to Over the Top, but you have to wrestle both hands. Would you come out of retirement?
I would probably, as long as Stallone was there with me. And Bull, if Bull was there, I want to have him just say, they ain't got no shit in business. Something about shit in business, and that's just a great line.
If you want to check out some of the things that we've recorded that were adventures with the Protomen, like the time we made a mess of really crazy food in the shape of Star Wars vehicles, or the time we recently talked to them about their latest Mega Man project.
And we just talked about Neil Young for like an hour and a half. That was that entire interview.
Search Protomen on nerdyshow.com. There's a search link at the very top right corner of the screen. Guys, when is that out? The Capcom compilation comes out very soon, right?
29th.
Cool. That's 2 discs of Mega Man music. One of music of rock bands inspired by Mega Man, like these fine people here, and one of remixes of the score. Have you guys got a chance to hear any other material from that record?
Not the new stuff. No, some of it is like already been released.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything.
We expect great things.
We all expect great things. Oh man, that girl's poison. We got Poison coming in over the PA system. Belle Biv DeVoe, keeping it real.
For those of you that can't hear it, you can watch this recording and back it up. Pretty much sync the album with it, and you'll figure it out. So now you have a music video that we didn't have to pay for because you got to take the music, like that scene in that movie.
That's my Belle Biv DeVoe dance.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
We're not at the chorus yet.
Well, before we get there, you guys did an Australian tour this year.
Yeah, we did.
Let's talk about crazy memories from Australia.
We remember being told that on a drive between Melbourne and Sydney that we would hit no less than 40 different species of wildlife. And we didn't see shit. It was the most disappointed I've ever been. Australia has no wildlife.
Apparently not.
It was kind of awful. The thing is, we had been told by everybody that it was a death trap to try to drive from Melbourne to Sydney at night, because you're just going to hit everything, and there's going to be kangaroos jumping out at you trying to bite your tires and stuff. And wombats that once you hit them, they turn into like jelly that splatters all over the road, and then you slip and slide and then slam into a tree. All these things, and nothing happened.
Did you guys equip your battle tram with like spikes and Road Warrior sort of stuff to get through all that?
We rented the most awful vehicle ever. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, we had
just the dumbest looking thing on the
ever.
planet.
We had 2 rented vans on this drive, and so we couldn't do anything about that. We couldn't alter them in the way that we would normally have altered a vehicle. But they did say, don't drive at night. You're going to hit a wombat, gamba, kangaroo, vampire. And we hit nothing like that. We had to go to a flippin' zoo to see some animals.
Flippin' zoo. Upsetting.
But I learned all about koalas and that you can hug them.
Also, I put my hand in the water because I'm a man of the sea. We were in Sydney. I was in the bay, and I just went to the water and put my finger in it. It was pretty awesome.
He's pretty much the best seaman you could ever find.
Yeah.
So you actually got to hug a koala then?
No, they wouldn't let me, but I secretly did. I hugged him with my mind.
Okay.
Freaking Doug Pitt got to hug a koala. Do you know who Doug Pitt is?
No.
It's Brad's brother. We saw pictures, and he got to just make out with a damn koala, and we didn't get to touch it because they're like, "You're not Brad Pitt's brother. You're just the Protomen. We don't even know who you are."
Unfortunately, Doug Pitt now has koala herpes.
We are either spreading rumors that are true or not.
I want to talk about a rumor. I talked to a kid today who told me that someone told him that we'd come out and said that we were never ever playing Florida again.
That kid just called me a minute ago, and he said that somebody was spreading a rumor that we got booed off a stage in Florida and that we would never play Florida again because we were just so upset about it. And I'm like, first off, that'd be kind of funny. Secondly, what?
Okay, not true. Not even remotely true.
We need to go on record and say that we will always play Florida as long as there is a Florida.
There's a chance that Florida might cease to exist, and I mean, well, we're all fucked, I guess.
I'm apprehensive of that.
I believe it'll happen.
Well, statistically speaking,
Right. No, I went through I took a trip recently and drove through Tate's Hell. I don't know if you know about Tate's Hell.
I don't.
But it's right above the Panhandle. And I learned about the history of Tate's Hell. You should look it up. And it definitely makes you believe that there's a point where Florida will cease to exist, knowing the history of just that area alone.
Wow. I will look.
Education.
It sounds cool. Tate's Hell?
Tate's Hell. It's about a man that got hunted by panthers.
Okay. But not this one.
No, not this one.
I told him the story, and maybe he was going to tell me about his great-grandfather who was hunting Tate, but he said it was a different panther. It was a different bloodline. It's like a distant cousin panther. Like, they don't talk to them anymore.
There's no way we were ever booed off a stage, because if that ever happened, we would pretty much just kill everyone because we're pretty strong, like we've been saying. We're ultimately very strong. So don't boo us, because
It might be funny.
We'll be hurting you.
It'll be a big band fight, and it'll be pretty
Band
awesome.
brawl. We're down.
I've always wanted a band brawl.
I've always wanted what band brawl as well.
We'll come out on top.
We'll come out.
Before we do this, let's find a band to fight. Who?
I don't want to fight Urizen. We'll lose that one. Not Urizen. We can't fight Urizen. They look pretty hardy. They'll beat us.
They do have like mechas and stuff, so
Yeah, I believe their bots would beat our bots.
We'll take on random encounter. Bring it.
they're wet noodles. You guys are the best.
Count this.
Okay.
Count this.
So, if you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm Cap from Nerdy Show. These are the Protomen. They played earlier this evening, and if you missed their set, it's going to be online via Nerdy Show's channel. What, the music? Oh, this thing? Yes? Yes.
This is live?
This is live.
Hey,
Does that change everything?
I had no idea.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Show me what you're working with.
It's coming through the
We're
PA.
going to need to edit a lot of this out.
We could, but I mean,
Get the cameraman.
Sound's about to interfere, probably.
we'll see. We'll see when They Might Be Giants start. Have you seen They Might Be Giants before?
I haven't.
I've never seen them either.
I was just talking to someone earlier today. I've listened to them for I don't know how many years, but never seen them. I didn't know they ever toured.
They tour crazy. They tour like you guys.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why I've never seen them.
I've got quite a few friends that like them quite a lot.
I like them quite. Man, you're confusing the hell out of me.
Confused me too. I'm confused.
That mic's not live.
It's not live?
It's not alive. It's not. It's
What
not.
do you mean?
It's not a wireless mic.
What do you mean?
I think They Might Be Giants are about to start. NerdyShow.com, Protomen.com. Black Panther.
Hey, guys, what's up? I'm the Black Panther.
They Might Be Giants. Stay tuned for tomorrow's show. We'll see you afterwards.
With you tomorrow show the day after.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the rest of our live stream from Nerdapalooza 2013 for more awesome performances and artist interviews. And if you like what you saw, click like and subscribe to Nerdy Show's channel. Also, be sure to check out all of our podcast programming over at nerdyshow.com. From comics and video games to science and technology, if it's geeky, we've got you covered.